Hi, this is Nathan Tusher from the Lakeview District Merit Badge College, and this is the counselor training for all of the Merit Badge counselors that will be participating in the 2014 Merit Badge College at Lakeview District. We're going to go over the Merit Badge process and the Boy Scout advancement procedure. There's 4 steps to it. There's learning, testing, reviewing, and then recognition. So first of all, we're going to do just the requirements, no more, no less. With the exception of accommodation made for handicapped scouting, all requirements must be completed, but counselors may not add requirements. Scouts may choose to do more if they wish to, but there shouldn't be any requirements from you as a counselor that are in addition to or above and beyond what's listed for your merit badge. Please consult the Boy Scouts of America published guidelines on how to accommodate scouts with special needs. So we're going to have a blue card that is prepared for each of the scouts in each of your classes. So the Merit Badge College will pre-print the blue cards in packets for each class, and the critical information that needs to be on each is a scout's name, a troop number, the name of the merit badge, and at the end, the requirements that have been completed. So normally we require a Scoutmaster signature for a scout to begin the merit badge, but for the college we have permission from the district that the Scoutmaster permission is understood since the scout was registered by an adult, and so no signature will be required. So what are your duties as a merit badge counselor? So first of all, make it very interesting. Visual aids, posters, PowerPoints, models, and interactivity are very important. The scouts really engage with the instructors when you're there, working with them, and you create visual interest for them rather than just lecturing to them. So involve the skills physically. You can practice, you can role play, you can get them moving, and then also have question and answers, quizzes, and games to engage their minds. And we want to set a good example for all the scouts. Please wear your full scout uniform and come in your field uniform looking like an excellent example of a scout. So also make it challenging. You want to test the scouts on the current requirements. So they're not there just to spend 3 hours over 2 weekends and then get a merit badge handed to them. They need to complete the requirements. If they don't complete the requirements, praise them for the work they have done and ask them to complete the requirements to your satisfaction, and then they can earn their merit badge. So make sure you test the scouts in all the areas to ensure that they have met the requirements for the merit badge. So you'll need to plan and use your class time effectively. Some requirements can be completed as a group, and others are better done individually. If possible, do things as a group. So as an example, communications requirement 4 has you interview someone you know fairly well, and then prepare and deliver to your counselor an introduction of the person, as though they were a guest speaker. So this interview could be done as a group, and then each boy could prepare and deliver their own introduction. So they don't have to have individual interviews, but you might have a selection of questions that could be asked, and this would be an effective way to use the time. It's also very important when you look through your requirements, you don't need to complete requirements 1, 2, and 3 on the first weekend and 4, 5, and 6 the next weekend. Make sure that you start with the ones at the beginning that might need to prepare them for homework that they might do, and then the easiest ones you might complete on the second weekend. So you're to create an opportunity for these scouts to complete as many of the requirements as possible. Many of the merit badges, but not all, can be completed in these 2 sessions. The total class time is just short of 3 hours. It's 2 hours and 50 minutes, and these are broken up into 2 1-hour and 25-minute sessions. There is 2 weeks between the sessions to allow scouts to do homework assignments. And so if they need to visit a location or they need to prepare something, that is the time to do it. So you want to teach them in the first session about what the requirements are and what their homework is going to be, and then have them do the homework between sessions, and hopefully they'll bring it back completed, and then they can complete the merit badge when they come back. A lot of scouts receive partials, but you're encouraged to help them complete the badge if possible. In my experience, a little more than 50% of the scouts complete the merit badge, depending on the merit badge. There's certain merit badges that everyone completes. And the majority of the ones that don't complete are the ones that don't do the homework in between. It isn't your responsibility to make sure they do the homework. However, anything you can do to encourage them to complete the homework is always beneficial. And these partial merit badges can be completed with you or with a different counselor of the Scouts choosing after the college. So make the Scouts feel welcome, review the requirements, test and retest, encourage practice, follow up, generate an atmosphere for questions, and show a genuine interest for your topic. So record keeping is critical. It's one of the major challenges with the Merit Badge College. With nearly 400 Scouts participating, you can imagine that keeping records on 400 Scouts, 3 merit badges each can be a very daunting task. So Scouts need to be recognized for their participation, and Scoutmasters need your help to know what requirements are completed. So we actually keep 2 separate records for redundancy. We have blue cards that are issued to you by class, and those should be completed each week as a counselor, and those should be returned to the Merit Badge College Committee. You'll also get a class attendance roll to complete to show who was present and not present. And on the second week, what you'll do is you'll record the merit badge requirements not completed on the rolls. So if they've completed everything but one requirement, you'll just list the one they have not completed on that roll, and that will be entered in the database. That's our backup system. The blue cards and attendance rules are turned in each week to the Merit Badge College Committee. Don't leave the building until the records have been turned in. So here are the general logistics for Merit Badge College. You should plan to arrive by 7:30 a.m. on Saturday, January 11th and Saturday, January 25th. You're going to pick up your class packets from the counselor registration desk. That registration desk is different than the Scout registration desk. There'll be 1 packet for each class period you're teaching. If you don't teach until later in the day, perhaps you only teach in the 2nd or 3rd session, please arrive at least 15 minutes prior to your class starting. Then you'll set up your classroom before the opening ceremony. Chalk and dry erase markers are available for checkout. You'll need to check your room to make sure which type of markers or chalk you'll need. At 8 a.m., we'll have the opening ceremony in the gym or cultural hall, and that will take approximately 30 minutes. You're encouraged to attend and be there for the opening ceremony. And then promptly at 8:30, our period 1 begins. It ends at 9:55. There's a 5-minute passing period. And then we start period 2 at 10 a.m. to 11:25. Again, a 5-minute break for passing. And then our last period is from 11:30 a.m. to 12:55 p.m. And at 1 o'clock, please turn in your class packets to the counselor registration desk. If at 1:30 you don't have your packets turned in, someone will be looking for you. And at 2 o'clock, if you forgot to turn in your packets and you drove home with them, please drive back to the building and turn in these packets. It's so important that we have these blue cards and packets at the end of each day, because we've had many experiences where blue cards have accidentally been lost or misplaced, and then Scouts don't get credit or recognition for the work that they have completed. Also, at the end of the college, we'll be asking you to fill out a short online survey of your experiences at the 2014 Merit Badge College and suggestions that you have as a counselor for next year that might help us plan and improve the event. Finally, thank you very much for your time and effort and sacrifice to make this Boy Scout program successful. You really are helping these young men prepare to make moral and ethical choices over their lifetimes. And as a Merit Badge Counselor or College Counselor Committee, we thank you very much for your service and your support.